We have three options when we see a battle is on, or a war is on, or any crisis is there. One is that we keep on praising those who are fighting it out, those who are sacrificing themselves, and those who are winning. The second option is that we criticize, we curse, we feel about those who are losing or those who are not doing well. Either we clap or we curse. But the third option, which is left only for young people, dear friends like yourself, perhaps no one else can do what you can do. You cannot simply watch the match. You cannot simply be an spectator of the ongoing fight against any evil. You have to be the leader. Those who clap and criticize sitting on the rings, they do not make the history. They can write the history, but they cannot make the history. History is always made by those young people who have courage, who have guts, who dare to jump inside the ring without worrying so much about the victory or losing the battle. Victory and defeats will come, but history would be written, and that is possible only through you. We all are talking about the ongoing crisis, and I always say that this crisis is not simply health crisis or economic crisis. This is the crisis of justice and morality. This is the crisis of civilization. Because this is going to affect the entire generation and generations to come. If we act as change makers, if we take the initiative, if we act compassionately, coordinatedly, and with a sense of urgency, and if the power is driven from the young people, then the history would be different, the future would be different. Otherwise, we fear to lose the entire generation and thereafter all the generations to come. If half of the world's children are not in school today, if 1 out of 10 children are forced to work as child laborers today, if millions of children in the world are facing sexual abuses, if they are being used in child porns and for child prostitution and other kind of sexual abuses, if they are pushed into wars and insurgencies, if they are trafficked and bought and sold like animals, then who else will speak if not you? Who else will act if not you? Whom are you waiting for? No change, positive change in the history was possible without the power of young people. I always call for globalization of compassion. But I strongly believe and say now, globalization of compassion by globalization of youth power. We have to build a strong worldwide movement. And that was the idea, that was the philosophy. That was the dream behind launching this 100 million campaign. Earlier we called it 100 million for 100 million. The idea is that on one hand, 100 million or even more young people like you, आप जैसे बहुत सारे नौजवान कुछ कर गुजरने की तमन्ना में जी रहे हैं, वो एक रास्ता तलाश रहे हैं, वो एक मंजिल तलाश रहे हैं कि दुनिया को बेहतर बना सके, वो एक प्लेटफॉर्म तलाश रहे हैं, वो एक तरीका तलाश रहे हैं जहां वो ये विश्वास कर सकें कि ये जो पारंपरिक राजनीति है, ये जो पारंपरिक धार्मिक व्यवस्था है, ये जो पारंपरिक व्यापारिक व्यवस्था है, जो पारंपरिक सामाजिक व्यवस्था है, ये हमारे नौजवानों के लिए न्यायपूर्ण नहीं है। वो जानते हैं इस चीज को, लेकिन वो भरोसा करें तो किस पर करें? मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूं कि आप कैलाश सत्यार्थी पर भरोसा करिए, मैं कह रहा हूं अपने आप पर भरोसा करिए। मैं कह रहा हूं कि अपने साथी पर भरोसा करिए, अपने जैसे दूसरे नौजवान पर, किशोर पर, बच्चे पर भरोसा करिए और जुड़िए। We cannot solve this problem or any other problem without building a strong movement of young people.